Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Soap Thing Project, or if you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. On this sample video, I'm going to discover Dr. John's products for the first time. I've never used their soap before, so I picked up a bunch of samples from MadLabz, opened them all up and smelled them, and I think I'm going to start with this one. This one is called Runaway. And we'll talk about the scent more during the shave, but in a nutshell, this is a cherry and musk scent. Yeah, that's definitely what I get out of it. This is $2.90 for a sample from MadLabz. Let's talk about the high quality ingredients in a Dr. John's soap. They have two different bases. This is their standard base. This one's got shea butter, mango butter, glycerin, avocado oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, and aloe vera. So they are not playing around over at Dr. John's. That's going to be the soap. We have the Chiseled Face Cryogen, which is the standard aftershave balm for all sample videos. This is a Death by Menthol aftershave balm for those who have never used Chiseled Face Cryogen before. It's just a blast of menthol. The razor is going to be the Merkur Progress. We're just going to circle back around to that one for now. This is an adjustable razor. It adjusts by twisting the handle, and if you twist it enough, it actually comes unattached, and you can put the blade in and put it back down into the razor. Make sure that you line this notch on the top cap with this arrow on the base plate. Otherwise, your adjustments won't line up. The numbers won't line up with this little button that's on the bottom of the razor. So that's the Merkur Progress. This is chrome-plated zinc, and I think the handle is chrome-plated brass, and the handle is plastic, for those who are curious about that. And the brush is going to be from APShaveCo, and this one is called Night Sky. This has a 24mm G5C synthetic. In spite of my love for Badger brushes, synthetics do have their uses, so I went ahead and picked one up. And I really like the shape of this handle. It kind of reminds me of the Stanley Cup, if we're being honest. So that'll be the brush. Okay, let's do a shave. Okay, here we go. Shaking up the blade bag, as always, and we're going to pick a random blade. Let's see what I get. I stick my hand all the way in the bottom, turn it upside down, flip it around. I think I had like 3 of them. Let's set this over here. What do we got? And I accidentally grabbed 2. The one had a white wrapper on it, so I don't know what it was. This one is a Lord Platinum. So this should be a fairly smooth shave. I don't think these Lord blades are particularly sharp, but it should be a pretty smooth shave anyway. Okay, here we have the Dr. John's Runaway, lathered into the Hendrix Classics & Company stainless steel bowl. This is the straight-walled one. I reached out to Pete Hendrix at Hendrix Classics & Company and got a scratch and dent one for a little bit of a discount. And you can tell where the machining kind of went sideways. There's a couple of scratches over here on this side, and there's a couple over here. There's a couple on the bottom. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it was scratched when I got it in the mail, so if I put scratches on it, it's not going to matter to me. Now the soap, let's smell it first of all. Scent strength on the Dr. John's Runaway is a perfectly acceptable 2 out of 5 on the Soap Thing Sniffometer. So it could be better, but it's not bad. It's a good scent though. And here's the thing, the soap was a little flaky coming out of the sample container. It was a little unorthodox to work with, but I got it lathered up no problem at all. It is fuel efficient, I will give it that. A little bit goes a long way. So let's wet the face. Then I'm just going to grab the Murphy & McNeil Rune pre-shave bar and work this into the face. And 36 hours growth, so about a day and a half. They moved me to night shift, a 1500 to 2300 shift. So on a Tuesday, I shaved at like 11:30 at night right after work, and it's now a Thursday morning that I'm doing this shave. I'm not sure when the video is going to air. I'm not sure if it's going to go on a weekend or a weekday, but it's being filmed on a Thursday, so about a day and a half of growth. Okay, let's wash this off. And while my hands are dry, I'm just going to put the Lord Platinum blade into the Merkur Progress. This is not double wrapped, but it's not glued in either. So if you don't like them glue spots, you might consider checking out a Lord Platinum blade. If you get really irritated by those glue spots. Okay. I'm just going to start at 2, is where I'm going to have that pre-adjusted. Let's put the lather on. Hope everybody's doing great. Having satisfying shaves that make your day. And if it's a bad shave, well, take it with a grain of salt. It only influences your day if it's a good shave. If it's a bad shave, then just ignore it. That's not a bad omen. Okay. This stuff is pretty rich, not gonna lie. Okay, let's wet the razor. Activate the iPhone cheat sheet. And is this on setting number 2? Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. A couple people on my channel have talked about the Merkur Progress being really blade feely. I agree. However, it's not the kind of blade feel that my skin can't handle. Like, you feel the blade, but it's a lot more forgiving than some other razors that are high on blade feel and exposure. I would say if you have really sensitive skin, then you might want to think twice about using this. But it's a kind of friendly blade feel that I like it for the feedback. For those who are curious about the Merkur Progress, okay, let's lather up for pass number 2 and talk about the scent. So the scent on this is intended to be a tribute to Joanne Jett. As you can see, they're quite proud of that. So, personally, I am a much bigger fan of Pat Benatar, if we're being honest, but I will go ahead and digress. But seriously though, Shadows of the Night, whew, so good it gives me goosebumps. Anyway, moving on. So the scent on it, we have cherry, carnation, clover, leather, and musk. So basically what this amounts to for me is a musky cherry bomb. let's be real. That's kind of the impression I get. It's kind of animated, which is my way of saying it's not super authentic smelling. This is definitely a candy cherry. And the musk in it makes it kind of playful, to be perfectly honest with you. It's youthful, in my personal opinion. Carnation, clover, and leather. I'm not getting much of those notes. I know that the soap would not be the same without them, but I can't pick them up individually. They're kind of invisible. Actually, wait a minute. I get the tiniest hints of a very clean smelling leather. Like new car smell leather. But for the most part, the majority of what I'm smelling is cherry and musk. It's not super feminine. I would say it's neutral at best. But it's good though. Residual slickness. How are we doing on residual slickness? It's great. No problems with that. Just touching up on a couple places and then we'll bring this shave to a close. Let's do a rinse. Okay. I have this red towel anchored to my towel rack so it doesn't get lost on me. Okay, let's do the Shave Nation alum block and see how I did. Now, the only reason I use an alum block is to see where I get stinging feedback and where I don't. Just to see how my performance as a shaver was. And I'm getting a slight, just an ever so slight feedback all up and down here, so not the greatest day in the world for my neck. But other than that, it was a good shave. Let's do the aftershave. Okay, on deck is the Chiseled Face Cryogen. Let's freeze my face. Oh, this feels good. You know something? It's not the heaviest menthol thing I've ever seen. I picked up, what was it? Master Soap Creations Frosted Lavender. And the matching splash, which was alcohol free, so I was able to get it out here in Turkey. And the menthol in that thing was nuts. It was just crazy. I mean, this will make me tear up a little bit and really get some cooling on my face, but the other one was almost overwhelming. It was just like, whoa. Okay. My final thoughts on Dr. John's The Runaway. Is this good enough for me to buy a full-size tub? Absolutely. In fact, that's kind of a moot question because I already did. It's on its way over here. Full-size set of this stuff right here. So, I think it's safe to say at this point that I have a lot more respect for original scents than I do for fragrance dupes. I like a good fragrance dupe in a shaving soap as much as the next guy, but this shit is really starting to get old. So, like I said, I have a lot more respect for an artisan that can pull off a good original scent. I'll just leave it at that. So that'll be the shave for today. want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.